Good morning. Hello. Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Happy Wednesday. It's kind of wild that it's already Wednesday. How are we doing today? Hey, Emma Louise. How's it going? Cranko. Good morning. Hello, B. Brooke. Meredith. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy to see you here this morning. Do you have any fun plans for the day? Anybody? Question for everyone, not just Meredith. Hi Kokoro, how's it going? Hey Molly Jane, good to see you. Um, how are we all doing? No fun plans at all? Just a boring regular writing day? Love? Oh, okay. Hey Riley, good to see you. Margot. What are we all working on this morning? Because we're working today. We're working today. Hey, bottled water. Um, Anyone working on anything? I am on chapter 3, which is exciting. It's not that far in. Like, it's more exciting when you're like, I'm on chapter 75. No, 3, but better than 1. Good morning, Skelly Designs. Only plans are to write a short story for Substack and then maybe some painting. That sounds fun. Oh, working on Stardew Crops. Good. Good, Meredith. Love. Hello, P. Fleetwood, working on fantasy romance, writing and stuff. We love. I was wondering where that was going, but I just kind of accepted that we were ending the sentence with barrel, and I was like, okay, barely hanging on. Love. Working on finishing up the second act, pushing to get to the third. Awesome. Emma Louise is working on an outline for a new story, refining some crime article writing advice sheets for Patreon. That sounds fun. Transferring an outline into Scrivener. Okay. Oh, major morning sickness, so I'm hoping no vomiting while writing. Would love to make it through a scene. You got this. You got this. Figure I might as well use my master's degree. Real. Okay. That's only 6:03. I was like, let's get going. Um I've been writing an hour a day recently, which you'll see in an upcoming video. But my wrists hurt. I'm like, what is up with typing? Why does it make me so sore? Sorry. Okay. Hey, Charlie Ray. Good to see you. How's it going? Sorry, I'm just. I remembered I was going to Google something. Sorry. Okay. Typing is a workout, but I've also gotten back into knitting around the same time that I started typing an hour a day again. And so I think that it's probably just a combination of the two. I think I was literally talking about this on Monday. I'm so sorry, everyone. Um, the writing Olympics. Well, and before this, like, I haven't typed this much probably in a year because maybe October was the last time I typed this much because like I dictate my first drafts typically. And then when you're line editing, you're not like typing actively for that long. So I don't know. Oh, Charlie's got a thunderstorm going on at the moment and it's giving me life. Well, I hope it stays really chill and moody because we had some crazy storms last week that like took out a lot of infrastructure. So I hope it's just like a casual, fun summer thunderstorm and not like a big scary one. But I do love the vibes of a thunderstorm if it's like a normal one, you know? Yeah. I think we should just jump right in, everybody. Shall we? Oh, hey, Dragon Queen Vic. Good to see you. How's the writing? Oh, plot twist. Plot twist. It's the way I knew these two hooligans would be in the comments. I was just waiting for them. Okay. Should we just start? Does anyone else have anything to say? Ooh, oh, ooh, here we go. Here we go. On Monday, we had thunderstorm activity as I sat down to have a bath. Not a smart decision. This is real. Well, I feel like a bathtub is a good place to be if it's a thunderstorm. Maybe not with water in it. Unfortunately, I will be doing a cleaning sprint. Love. Get that cleaning done. Okay. Okay. I will see you in 25 minutes. Let's get going. Have a great first session of the day, everybody. Let's start it off good. All right. That is your first sprint. I think I'm sitting somewhere around like, I don't know, 300 words maybe. I've been having a voice issue with this book in that I don't know what the voice for, frankly, either character is, which is great. Because I have like a typical, like, baseline voice that, I mean, it's different for every book, obviously, but like, they're all sort of similar in the way that they think about things in terms of like my natural voice changes a little bit, but it doesn't have to change like drastically. Like typically whatever quip or line I write like makes sense. This one, it doesn't make sense for either of them to really think like that. And so I'm just like having an existential crisis of like, do I only know how to write in one voice? So that's exciting. Hey Zilla, good morning. Morning, Suli. Good morning. I am not gonna attempt to pronounce your name, but one day I will. That is a promise. Hey Evan, good morning. I was editing a video and I was like, where is that other voice coming from? It's me. I'm always watching. 270 kicked my evil cat out of the room. 395, almost at the final battle. Oh my gosh, so many exciting things. 361 for the day. Love. Did some research. Probably will have my characters eat a slice of chocolate. Love. Got through Act 1 outline, made some changes. 182 words. Yeah, the voice is voicing. 284. Deleted some words and added 425 total so far. That's great, Charlie. You're killing it. Scarlett got some edits done. Emma Louise finished organizing a workbook to go with posts. Fun. Cleaning's nearly done. I love the cleaning. I love the dedication to the cleaning bottled water. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Got in after the sprint started, made breakfast, and started journaling a little. A nice slow start. Love that. You can just put milk and sugar and green tea and taste like matcha. Huh? Oh my gosh, I do have matcha powder. I can maybe go make some because I am tired. I haven't actually used it. I used it to make these like frozen strawberry yogurt matcha clusters that were nasty, disgusting. They looked aesthetic, disgusting. So I'm gonna maybe try that out at the beginning of the next sprint because it should take like 2 seconds. It's just powder. Honestly, Belle, I have no idea. Is matcha just green tea? No clue. No idea. We should have Brielle on as a consultant. She could tell us. No, the problem is that my main character is not likable. Neither of them are, actually. Which, I mean, I think they can be likable. It's just one of them kidnaps people for a living, and the other one is like way too positive about everything, which is like the point of the book. But like, let me just read you a line and tell me that you don't hate this person, okay? Ready? It's not that I think I'm better than anyone necessarily. Like, you know that the end of that sentence is not gonna be good. Here's the full sentence. It's not that I think I'm better than anyone necessarily, but it's strange that we're all given the same information, roughly. Okay, that's kind of a lot of ly adverbs about what will make us happy, and some people just don't? Question mark. And I'm like, okay, I feel like no one is gonna like this girl. She's way too happy. And also, I was realizing my voice is like very cynical. It's yeah. It's kind of like a combination of things. And also it's okay for me to have like a flawed character. And yes, she is a toxically positive character. Like this is kind of the setup of the book is that she is toxically positive, but I don't want it to seem like so obvious that she's so toxically positive. Because I don't want her to be like a villain or an antagonist because she gets kidnapped in like two chapters and I need us to care. Like I need the reader to care about that. And she's also like I feel like a lot of times toxically positive characters are portrayed as like they are aware like they don't think that like that they're like so blind to everything. But like she's genuinely just like a happy person generally and like doesn't understand why other people aren't happy. Like she just like genuinely is and doesn't realize that like I don't know cuz she's not like a oh everyone like I don't like I'm so like I have everything I need like she just like does a lot of like self-improvement, self-care, like just wants to be a happy person, you know? And so it's not like she's this like inherently bad person. And so I'm just like she just has like a very positive outlook. And I've had times in my life that like feel like that where I'm like, I don't think I'm being toxically positive. I think I'm just happy. Um and I don't love I okay, this is getting into some sticky opinions here. Maybe I should save this for my podcast. Um no. I I don't love the narrative that like people can't be positive because I know that like we can't like it's important to not just be positive all the time, but I really have a problem when like if I'm trying to put a positive spin on something and people are like you're being too positive about that. I'm like maybe I want to be happy. Like what do you know? And so I'm trying to like find this balance with her where she like seems like a genuine person and not a caricature. I don't know. Well, and this is the thing is she is very competent. Like she is a competent person and she's having like problems and she's just like, "Okay, well, I'll figure this out. It'll be fine." Which I think is like a healthy attitude actually. This is the problem with society. We all love to hate a character even when they aren't inherently awful. Like it is a flaw, but it's not like she's this like bad. I don't know. I'm just I'm struggling with that right now. Because I also get this. I feel like people who have that toxic positivity thing happen are more likable if they have a tragic backstory and use it as a coping mechanism. Otherwise, they're just annoying. And I see that too. Maybe she does. I just don't think she does because I really went back and forth about it of like maybe she has some like major trauma in her backstory. But then I'm like, I always do that. And I feel like I just want this to be like a normal woman who is just happy generally or thinks that she is. Well, it's not that she is. Like she is happy, but she her happiness isn't coming from a very stable place. It's very like situational and nothing has really come up to challenge that happiness. And so then she has to like work through that, you know, when something does come up to challenge it. This is a good idea actually that her internal monologue could be more care centered. That's really a good idea because what I've been struggling with voices, I realize a lot of my like voiciness is like cynical. Like it's like the character having a cynical, funny thought about something, and it just doesn't make sense for Greer to think that way because she just doesn't. And I don't want this where when she's getting kidnapped, people are like, get wrecked. You know, like, we don't want that. I like this that she's more of like a get it girl kind of moment. Hmm. The next episode of Knit and Yap with Alyssa, toxic positivity versus choosing happiness. And this is so just buckle up and get ready for that one. Does she lack awareness of other people's sensitive moods? It's not. Her name is Greer. Sorry, someone asked that. She doesn't. I think it's the situation. Like there are people like this, and like I feel like we've all, we all have different life experience, and so you don't know how it feels to like go through something until you've gone through it. So you can like imagine and have sympathy for somebody who doesn't view the world your way, but it's hard to actually understand that feeling. And so like, and I feel like we all get this to a extent. It's not that she's like completely blind to it, but when you're in a this I don't know if other people get this. This might be like a hot take. When you are like really into fitness. Maybe no one knows what this, not to call you all not fit. Um like when I've gone through stages of my life where I'm working out a lot, and then I've also gone through stages of my life where I'm not. And when I'm working out a lot, I'm like, why isn't everyone doing this? I feel so good doing this. Like this is so easy. Like I don't understand. And you like genuinely feel like, why is not everyone doing this? Because it makes me feel so good. But then when I'm not doing it, it's like I understand the experience and the feeling of like why I'm not doing this? And so I feel like that is more so where she is, and she hasn't had a lot of like life experiences that have shaken her surety. I don't know if that's a word. Her like confidence in her positivity. And so she's had like trials, but they've always been like, oh yeah, I can manage that. I can figure that out. And so it's like it hasn't been challenged in a way that a lot of people have. Right. And so I don't even know if she is like overly toxically positive, because the arc is not that like other people are negatively impacted by her positivity, but it's like she just is a positive person. And the problem comes when something big bad happens, like getting kidnapped, and she can't, like she feels the need to continue to be positive. Like that's where the issue comes in. It's not that like her being positive negatively impacts anyone else in a real way. It's more so like her positivity and her confidence in her positivity like shifts, and like she doesn't know how to handle like something bad happening, and it like being able to like sit and like this is bad, like she wants everything to still be good you know and you know what, you're right, people are allowed to just be happy. And this is the other thing is, it's so interesting because positivity is so interesting, because some people present a mask of positivity like this, like it's how people view you or being performative, but like she it like most of this stuff happening at the beginning is like her by herself, like she is entrenched in this belief. It could be a trauma response, but again, I'm like, some people just are happy you know Yeah, and this spelling is correct with the two E's. Does she have any other flaws? I'm sure she does. She's a little bit of a like a workaholic, um, a bit of a people pleaser too, to an extent. Yeah. We're so fit because married. Wow, I'm behind on chat. Okay, okay. Well, and see, this is the thing is I don't think that when I going back to this exercise thing I was talking about, I don't think it's necessarily like a bad thing. I think it's just like a human response of like I'm doing this thing and it's so like I'm now in routine with it and it's like impacting my life so positively. I'm like I want everyone to feel this way. I'm like it's hard to see like why are people not doing this when it makes you feel good, you know? Um and this is the other thing that's kind of crazy. So it sounds like she's at the beginning of her growth arc and it's funny because I feel like Greer is starting this book in the place that a lot of characters end books where they're like happy. And usually you don't start a book with a happy character. And I'm like, is this a problem? I really don't think it is. I think it fits because it's not like she's totally happy. Like, are you really happy? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Are you really happy if that happiness has never been challenged? You know, like, are you actually like a joyful person if your positivity cannot last through, or if your like internal joy can't like navigate difficult situations, you know? I don't know. Right. I think, well, and this is why I'm having a hard time with the voice is that I don't want her to be thinking about people negatively because I just don't think it makes sense of her. Like, she genuinely wants everything to be good, you know? Yes, she does have a breakdown. Because essentially the arc of this book is that she's like this happy person. And no, and I agree, Donna Marie, that it's not a character flaw to be positive because I think I'm actually a very positive person. And it kind of bothers me when people say, like, oh, you can't be positive without it being toxic. Like, I don't believe that. And so I'm just like, that's why I'm struggling to get this voice exactly right. But I agree. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, because the arc kind of goes, she's happy, then this big giant kidnapping happens, and she's like, okay, well, once I get through this, then I'll be happy again. Like she's like trying to get back to this exact place and not actually feel anything besides like she's like fully convinced that like she should be able to handle anything without breaking that positive, you know? And also that she wants everything to fit perfectly because she like thinks it should, right? And like we all do this. And so she's in this relationship that also is like crazy. Um, so that sort of challenges her positive, and then she like has a crack moment, like a breaking moment at the midpoint, and then she like fully goes off the deep end. And so then the ending isn't like, oh, we're happy again. It's like, how do we find them? Like, how do we get to a place where we can experience all of those emotions in their correct way? Well, and this is the thing is like she does think everyone else should be productive, but I don't want her to seem so bitchy, you know? Sorry. Sorry if you have little ears, I gotta stop swearing. Okay. This is T. Sorry, I put that up for literally 1 second. I don't know if anyone could even read that, but this is funny. So we all know this. Um, so I'm just reading chat here. Right. I like this idea too because I think a lot of times when you're positive, it's like you can understand that other people are going through it and won't be happy, but in your head, you're like, well, that wouldn't happen to me though. Like other people can have depression and anxiety, but I can't because I wouldn't. Like I'm just like that mentally superior. You know, like people think this way. Not me. Anyway, she does. It's the growth to balance. Well, and it's so interesting, Callie. I'm gonna go with Callie because I wrote this arc before this year, and this year I feel like I'm going through it with Greer. I did not get kidnapped, unfortunately, but like I felt very positive and happy and like mentally stable. And then when something challenges that, it's like I didn't realize that it could be challenged and shaken in this way. And like, what do I do with that? You know? It's a little bit of avoidance, but honestly, I think she just like hadn't come across a situation and that challenged her in that way, you know? And this is true too, is that working to be positive is good. It's like a form of self-care. It helps me. Like we don't want to just be sitting here and doom spiraling and giving into the emotions, which is her act two. Or her yeah, I think it's her act two. Actually part two. Is where she's like gone from this positivity to like everything is horrible, rage, destroying my life vibes, you know? And so it's about finding the balance. Um oh, this is totally 100%. 100%. Like her arc is very much mirroring mine. Yes. I don't know what this is the second part too, but like this is yep. Yeah. So thank you all. This was actually very helpful for my this felt like a little writing session because I've just her voice is like really challenging because she's so different. Most of my characters are like everything's terrible. I hate everything at the beginning of a book because that's how most characters start a book. Um especially in thrillers. They're like, "Oh no, someone's just been murdered. I'm sad about it." You know, like yeah. So, should we do another sprint? Oh my gosh, it's been like 20 minutes I've been talking. I really should have saved that for like a vlog or something, but you know what are you going to do? You all might just get this again in vlog form. Okay. Let's do another sprint. All right. I'll see you in 25. Let's do this. All right. That's your second sprint. How'd we do? Oh my gosh, Becca. Hello, good morning. Madeline, hello. What this I'm everyone now I feel like I should do another sprint. Except for no. But you can always go back and watch. Um and Ian, good morning. Love. Love to see you all. We're going a little longer today because I talked for like 20 minutes in the middle about positivity versus toxic positivity versus character arc positivity versus just being happy, you know? So if you want to go back and watch that, it was a good time. Except for no. Margot finished the outline. Oh my gosh, Margot, that's exciting. You've been working on that for a bit. That's awesome. Hey Gigi, got a teensy bit of revision done, but we showed up. Yep. I always think the morning sprints are great because if you do literally anything, it's like, wow, starting off the morning with writing. We are so productive and fit, you know? Moved some pieces around, got to 149. Love to see it. 136 words, got too distracted. Love. 383. 355. Did some outlining, a little bit of research. 230. Chapter and a half. Brainstorm. 151. I love tries to brainstorm to fit. It sounds like it's still happening, which I think is probably true. You know, love. 381. Yeah, 151 while nauseous. Heck yes, girl. More than I got. Love. How did I do? I guess I'm at, that doesn't seem right. Oh no, that's for the day. I think total for the sprint, I'm at like 700 words maybe. But it's just slow going. My voice problem. But I think it's good to go slow, apparently. I'm actually going to, once I get to a good like section stopping point, which will probably be in, I'm going to guess 2 chapters, I'm going to go back and edit through the whole thing again. And then before I even move on, I'm going to print it off and do some heavier line edits because I am sick and tired of doing so many stupid drafts. And so I'm hoping to like really solidify the voice through some line edits before I even get to the second part, you know? And it's not going to be like all of Act 1. It'll probably be at this point until the catalyst. The opening is super long and I've just accepted it. But it's like, things are happening. Like it's not info dumpy long. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm working on Project Sunshine. I'm on chapter 3. Let's see how many words I'm at for the draft, everyone. I've been working on it for like a week. Oh my gosh, I'm at 7,000 words, 7,500 words. That is more than I thought. Wow, these chapters are long. Good Lord. Well, that's exciting. I guess, I haven't put out that vlog yet. That's why. I actually started writing every day again. Who would have thought? Spoiler alert for, I don't know when this video is coming out. I'm probably Friday. I am doing the 75 Hard for Writers challenge. I know, throw a tomato at your computer. I know. But really it's just like, the only part I'm doing like really intensely is an hour of writing a day. And I'm doing all the other things too. Because I'm going to finish this challenge. You will not catch me posting a I failed the 75 hard challenge video. You will not catch me. Unless you do. But, like, who would have thought that actually writing every day for an hour would actually make progress in the book and make you motivated and excited? Who would have thought? It'll be a vlog. It's like a little intro, and then I've also been filming. I've almost been doing it for a week now. So most of that progress. I cannot believe I'm at 7,500 words. Oh, but what is the challenge? Okay, everyone. Okay, do I need to give you the 75 hard challenge lore? So the 75 hard is like a bro fitness challenge. Um where you like the original 75 hard, you have to do two 45-minute workouts a day. You have to drink a gallon of water. You have to read 10 pages of a nonfiction book, take a progress picture, eat a diet with no cheat meals or whatever. And I think that's all of it. Every day for 75 days. And if you give up or miss a day or miss one thing, you have to start from the beginning. The bros are so legit on 75 hard. They're like, if you listen to an audiobook, you're lazy and stupid. It's very toxic. So then a lot of people do 75 soft, where it's like you just pick some of the rules to do and you don't have to start over if you miss something. But 75 hard for writers is just people make it a writing challenge. And so usually they replace one of the workouts with like a word count goal for the day or a time goal. So to answer this question, I'm not limited to an hour a day, but I have to get a minimum of an hour of writing a day, which I used to do 2 to 5 hours a day of writing. So it's not like a super huge stretch, but yeah. I actually have done the real 75 hard too, which was intense, but I did it. I'm debating the 75 whatever. Oh yeah, and there's a rough draft challenge going on in July. But the book I want to write, I'd rather do it over 2 months. And also I just want to edit the one that I finished. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I need to go to work. So I'm going to let you all go. Well, now there's 40 of you here. Oh my gosh. Hi, everyone. Maybe I should start doing these at 7 and just go to work later. All the 6 a.m.ers are like, no, Alyssa, 6 a.m. or die. So anyway, I was supposed to go out of town for work this end of this week, but ended up not happening because of the weather. So yeah, I might be here on Friday morning as well, but no promises. I make no promises. I make no promises ever. Okay. Oh my gosh, bye. Oh my gosh, have a great day. Goodbye. I'm still here. 1 second. Okay, wait. Now I'm pressing